Sony has announced the PlayStation VR for $399.99, and for the first time, it doesn't require a PS4 or a PS4 Pro to use, but we have a better option, the Oculus Quest 2. For just $399.99, you can get the Oculus Quest 2, which includes a headset, controllers, and 6 full-length games built in. There's no need to worry about PS4 or PS4 Pro compatibility. The Quest 2 is compatible with both. The VR experience of the Oculus Quest 2 is unlike any other. At $399.99, it's a steal, and you don't need to spend the extra $1,000 on a console that may not even be out yet. The Oculus Quest and the PSVR represent the most affordable full VR experiences available right now. By full VR, I'm referring to the ability to interact fully with the VR environment, otherwise known as 6DoF, that's 6 degrees of freedom. Other cheap headsets, such as the Oculus Go or the Samsung Gear VR, only offer 3DoF, limiting your ability to interact in the VR environment. Oculus Quest versus PSVR. Neither the Oculus Quest nor the PSVR are the cheapest VR headsets, but they do offer more than what you can get with a cheap headset like the Oculus Go or the Samsung Gear VR. The Oculus Quest and PSVR also provide 6DoF, which is what most people equate to a full VR experience. What is 6DoF? 6DoF stands for 6 degrees of freedom. It refers to the ability to move independently in any direction without losing track or view. A headset with more degrees of freedom allows you to fully explore VR environments without moving your head and limiting your field of vision. The Oculus Quest is a clear winner here. The Quest's built-in screen is capable of displaying 1600 by 1440 pixels per eye, compared with the PSVR 960 by 1080 pixels per eye. The Quest is using an OLED and the PSVR an AMOLED. The PSVR's AMOLED is actually considered to be better as a screen type, providing higher refresh rates and superior color control. The PSVR's AMOLED is actually considered to be the better screen type. The refresh rate is actually quite high and important when coming to VR headsets, particularly if you're getting one primarily for gaming. The refresh rate is measured in hertz, a unit that's measured as 1 cycle per second. A higher refresh rate will allow for more frames per second, which means that you'll be able to see more frames on the screen at once, and if you're playing video games, it allows your game to be smoother. A higher refresh rate means any moving object on the screen will look smoother, sharper, and have less of a ghosting effect. Heck, even a higher refresh rate will make the experience less jarring to the eyes. The PSVR wins outright here with a very high refresh rate, whereas the Quest only manages 72 Hz. So in the screen section, PSVR is the winner. If you're enjoying it this far, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Also press the bell icon as well to never miss our future uploads. The PSVR requires you to use the PS camera and plug your headset directly into the PS4. The Quest doesn't need any external cameras or a wired connection. Instead, it uses internal tracking with 4 cameras on the headset itself. The tracking on the PSVR is mostly accurate, however, it will largely depend on where you place the PS camera. If you stray out of sight of the camera, the tracking will fail and you'll need to find your way back into view. The Quest is the first VR headset to offer 6DoF VR without a wired connection, representing a big leap in terms of accessibility and user-friendliness. The headset also offers integrated headphones, so you can focus on the moment without worrying about getting tangled in wires. The Quest comes with a wireless VR controller that offers haptic feedback, which is helpful for intuitive navigation when it comes to games and apps. It even comes with support for Steam VR 2.0 tracking technology and Oculus Rift support out of the box to ensure that it's compatible with the latest and the greatest releases. When it comes to the design of the Quest, aesthetics are a major point of focus. The back has a redesigned flip top opening for easy access, while the front has a 4K UHD screen with HDR support that offers superb visual detail in games and movies. The PSVR had one of the most annoying aspects of it, which is the wires. It limits your movements and requires a long setup time. With the Quest, you can just pick it up and use it right away. Hence, in the tracking category, Oculus got the win. With this, both the competitors are now sitting at equal points. The PSVR is powered by the PS4. If you have a PS4 Pro, your PSVR will likely run smoother and produce a higher quality experience. However, the original PS4 is perfectly capable of running the PSVR smoothly. I've rarely encountered issues with lag or poor performance while using the PSVR, although some more complicated games do take a while to load. The Oculus Quest is powered by its own internal processor, the Snapdragon 835. When this information was released, there were hints of disappointment in the VR community due to the age of this processor. Both of these headsets are capable of playing the latest VR games, so you shouldn't worry. So in this section, I would go with the PSVR as its processor is far superior Oculus Quest. Just like Apple and Android or PlayStation and Xbox, different VR headsets have their own libraries of apps and games. Some are shared across platforms and some are exclusive. The PSVR has been out for longer than the Quest and has amassed an impressive collection of games. Titles such as Resident Evil 7, Wipeout VR and Farpoint are all excellent games exclusively available for the PSVR. If you subscribe to PlayStation Plus, you'll also occasionally get access to PSVR games for free. There are literally hundreds of titles to choose from in the PSVR games library, along with VR apps and National Geographic, Netflix, YouTube and many others. One of the most important features of the PSVR is its compatibility with existing PS4 consoles, which means that you'll be able to enjoy VR games on a much higher level than any other headset. The Quest is the newest VR headset on the block, so it hasn't had the time to build a large exclusive library. However, Oculus does have two other headsets with many titles. Thankfully, Oculus has started with many of the games available on the Oculus Rift, which will be ported to the Quest, making the library of games and experiences pretty impressive straight away. The Quest will also be getting its own exclusive games such as the impressive-looking Vader Immortal and The Climb. With that said, I would suggest you to watch our other videos on the best Oculus Quest games. In this section, I would declare PSVR the winner as it's got a lot bigger library. Obviously, the price is the key consideration because we all like a good deal. The PSVR can be bought for around $250 to $300, including the camera and the controllers and possibly some games. It really depends on if there are deals running for the PSVR, which happens often on Amazon. You'll also need a PS4 to use it, which pretty much doubles the price if you don't already have one. The Quest is priced at $399 for the 64GB model and $100 more for the 128GB version. While the Quest is the more expensive option, it doesn't require anything else to run and is completely wireless. Taking all of this into consideration, Oculus has a huge advantage in price point view. And with that said, we've reached the end of today's video. What are your thoughts on this one? Let us know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video so that it encourages us to bring more amazing and interesting videos to you. That said, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.